Good morning, children.
Good morning, sir.
How are you, children?
Fine, sir. How are you, sir?
I am also fine, thank you. Children, in our earlier class, we discussed about the types of chemical reactions. How many types of chemical reactions are there?
4 types.
What are they? First one is,
Chemical combination reaction.
second one is chemical decomposition reaction,
Chemical
displacement reactions, chemical double displacement reaction. In our previous classes, we discussed about chemical combination reactions and chemical decomposition reaction. Children, today we are going to discuss about the chemical displacement reaction with some activity. So, the definition of chemical displacement reaction is the chemical reaction in which one element displaces another element from its compound and takes its place is called as chemical displacement reaction. So, in this reaction, one element displaces another element from its compound and takes its place. So that kind of reaction is called as displacement reaction or chemical displacement reaction. Why it is called as displacement? Why? Because one element displaces, removing one element, another element from its position, from its place. So that's why this chemical equation is called as displacement reaction. So once again, the definition is a chemical reaction in which one element displaces another element from its compound and takes its place is called as chemical displacement reaction. So the generalization equation for the chemical reaction is A plus BC gives rise AC plus B. Children, here A is an element, BC is a compound. So here A is reacting with BC. So after reaction you can observe a new substance AC and the displaced element B. So what is going on here? Here A, whenever reacting with BC, this A displaces the element B from its compound BC. Here BC is the compound. So this element A displaces the displaces the B from the compound BC. So here and up and takes its place. So that's why A is taking the place of B and forms AC. So this displaced B is separated from this compound. Okay. So here A is an element. This displacing the B from its compound BC and forming AC. And the displaced element B is separated from the compound. So, for example, here zinc, whenever reacting with diluted hydrochloric acid, this zinc element displacing the hydrogen element from the compound HCl. Here HCl is a compound, zinc is an element. So, the reactivity of zinc is more than that of hydrogen. So that's why when zinc reacting with hydrochloric acid, this zinc displacing the hydrogen from the compound HCl. So and forming the zinc chloride. So the displaced element, that is hydrogen, is separating from the HCl and evaporated in the form of gas. So here one element displaced another element from its compound and takes place its position or its place is called as chemical displacement reaction. So we have to prove this chemical displacement reaction by using an activity. So to conduct this an activity, so we have to take some materials. Children, this is the conical flask. What is this? Conical flask. What I have taken in this conical flask? Hydrochloric acid. So this is the diluted hydrochloric acid. So I have taken some amount of diluted hydrochloric acid in this conical flask. So these are the zinc granules. So zinc pieces. Okay, these are the zinc pieces. So these are the balloon to collect the evolved hydrogen gas. So to understand the activity, first of all, you have to add this zinc granules. Here zinc is in form of solid. So zinc is in solid state, whereas hydrochloric acid is in aqueous form. That means it is an aqueous solution. Why? Because it is diluted hydrochloric acid. So that's why some water is already added to that hydrochloric acid. So here zinc is participating in the reaction in solid form, whereas hydrochloric acid is in aqueous solution form. So I am going to add few zinc granules to this hydrochloric acid. Then you can observe the reaction. So children, you can observe the reaction here. After reaction, here some gas is releasing. The released gas is entered into the balloon. So that's why balloon is bulged out. So this gas which is occupied in the balloon is hydrogen. What is this gas? Hydrogen. So you can observe the experiment setup. Here this balloon is filled with the evolved hydrogen gas. The hydrogen is released in between the reaction of zinc and hydrochloric acid. Children, so already we have taken an empty balloon, but you can observe now it is bulged out. How it is bulged out?
The gas.
Yes, the gas which is evolved in the reaction is occupied the space in the balloon. Which gas is evolved in this reaction? Hydrogen gas. Okay children? So once again, here zinc is reacting with hydrochloric acid. While it is reacting with hydrochloric acid, this zinc displaces hydrogen element from hydrochloric acid. So here the displaced hydrogen element is evolved or released in form of hydrogen gas. So this evolved gas is entered into the balloon and occupied the space. So then this balloon is bulged out, right children? So how can we prove that the released gas is hydrogen? How can we prove? So by a burning stick. So generally hydrogen turns off the burning stick with pop sound. So to prove that, we have to conduct the same activity but with the other setup. Okay? Right children, I am going to, you can take this balloon. Yes. Which gas is in this balloon?
Hydrogen
gas
gas.
is in this balloon. Okay, don't put near to the flame, it is very explosive. So right. So to prove the gas which is evolved in this reaction is hydrogen. So I am taking the same chemicals. One is diluted hydrochloric acid, but in test tube. I am adding the zinc granules. So then the same reaction will take place and hydrogen gas will release. So we have to test it with the yes, you can hear pop sound. Yes? So the pop sound is the evidence for the releasing of hydrogen gas in the chemical reaction. So you can observe the burning stick is turned off and the hydrogen gas is catching the fire and it is flaming, because hydrogen gas has a nature to catches the fire, but it does not support the helping process, but it can burn. Okay, so that's why from this activity we can prove that the released gas is hydrogen. So here in a chemical displacement reaction which takes place in between zinc and hydrochloric acid, we got the hydrogen gas, right? So here one element is displaces another element from its compound to takes its place. So that's why this reaction is called as chemical displacement reaction. So we can discuss about one more example for the same chemical displacement reaction, that is reaction of iron with copper sulfate. Here iron displaces the copper from the copper sulfate to form iron sulfate or ferrous sulfate, and displaced with copper is separated from the solution. So in this way we can give many examples for the displacement reaction. Children, did you understand the chemical displacement reaction?
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
children, tomorrow we will conduct some more experiments to explain the other type of chemical reactions. Okay, children?